When Life Gives You Tangerines Episode 16 Review. When a story ends, we often find ourselves thinking back to where it all began. Episode 16 of When Life Gives You Tangerines is a soft, poetic closure. It completes the life of Aesoon, a woman who turned her dreams, sorrows, and love into something as lasting as a poem. The final episode begins with older Aesoon opening an old, worn-out notebook. Inside are poems from her past, the words she carried quietly throughout her life. As she begins to read, we're taken back to Jeju, to the days of her youth. Back to the moment when she last locked eyes with Won-sik. That final meeting between them is almost completely silent. And yet, it says everything. "You lived your life your way," Won-sik tells her. For Aesoon, that line is a confession, a blessing, and a goodbye. They nod. They smile. And in that fleeting look is a lifetime of hesitation, parting, and love. Aesoon never married Won-sik. But he remained, in her poems, in her heart, in the deepest corners of her memory. This episode reminds us that true love doesn't always walk beside you. Sometimes, it simply watches you from afar and roots for you forever. Her relationship with her mother, Won-rai, is also revisited. Aesoon no longer resents her. She remembers her words, her hand on her back, and finally sees that all of it was love. Life, when seen from afar, becomes a poem. Up close, it's a scar. Aesoon embraced those scars and turned them into verses. One of the most moving moments comes when older Aesoon sits by the sea, reading her final poem. It feels like a confession to someone she once loved, but also a quiet embrace of her own life. Her voice trembles, but in it is the strength of someone who has truly lived. This wasn't just a youth drama. It was a poem in the form of a story about a girl who stood up to the world, held onto her voice, and lived her life through words. Aesoon learned how to survive, how to love, and how to endure the world with poetry. And we walked beside her through every step of that journey. As I watched this final episode, I thought, love lingers as longing, and dreams remain as stories. Aesoon's life was both a story of holding on to love and writing it down so it would never be lost. Today's review of episode 16 was about how a life becomes a poem and how love becomes a quiet, unforgettable echo. The story may be over, but its warmth will stay with us for a very long time. If this video touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for walking this road with me. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, and thank you.